Join the Artificers cast as we play The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Action. No, I might see that on the video. Right, last time, 3 weeks ago now. So, you'd had your very big and fought battle. You captured or spared one of the Herringons. I think her name was Willa, Willa, and you came back with her to the big stump, which is where their brigands have their base. Some negotiations and some embarrassing moments, especially for Borges, and some fairly gross moments for everybody else, resulted. And it was grim, but Borges managed to get himself cleared up, and you found some little trinkets in some of the chests, and then spent the evening with the Herringon brigands, the remaining lot of them, who were, whilst not welcoming you with open arms, were sort of quiet and reasonably respectful. Wilhelmina had probably filled them in on the battle and the way it went, and obviously they've lost their leader. Jezal sort of tried to do a little bit of influence there and just sort of nudge them perhaps in the right direction, either to come with them, with you guys to Downfall, to find Bavlorna, or at least to choose a different path. Met with, I guess, not massive enthusiasm by the brigands, but perhaps gave them something to think about. And we were leaving it there as everybody was about to settle down for an evening's rest, to gather your thoughts and recover from your wounds, and hopefully wake up the following morning fit and well and raring to get on with this adventure. Who is taking which? I believe you were all going to do watches, so you've got 2 or 3 tents clear. Let me just see what you guys can see. I've tried to do the mood a bit with some lighting. Okay, so it's all quite dusky, and so if you want to put yourselves, organize your watch order, tell me who's doing what, and then select a tent for yourselves to sleep in.
I'll go on the first watch.
Okay.
Borges is happy to go on the second watch.
Okay.
I can go third.
Oof. Okay.
Graveyard shift.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why I got in there quickly, because I thought that could be
Well, you want to be last.
Ideally.
Yeah, I knew there'd be a big jump.
Last.
I'll go last.
Jezal to go fourth.
Yeah.
You didn't step forward quickly enough, Jezal. That was it.
Yeah, for shame. I
You
do need
walked
the
back
rest.
over.
I'm on 6 points now, so yeah, I do need a...
Yeah. I think this should give everybody 8 hours. There's 5 of you. That gives you 10 hours of actual watch, which you're going to try and ensure that everybody gets their 8 hours. Now, the 8 hours needs to be uninterrupted, but it doesn't have to necessarily be full sleep. You can, just as long as you're resting and not doing anything at all strenuous.
Just another question, Hamish. Did the Erangons pick up the bodies? You didn't say they did.
That was a good
Well,
point. I meant to say, sometime during the rest of the day, the afternoon and early evening, a party of them do head off out into the swamp just to, probably just to shove the bodies into the swamp, to be honest. But but not to leave them lying on the Brigand's Tollway. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, yeah, pick a tent, and I can see you have most of you. Rukito and Giselle, you can just put yourselves in a tent just for
It's all dark for me.
atmospheric sake.
Rikito.
Come over here.
Oh, look.
Rikito is very slow and didn't realise everyone else had gone to bed, and now I'm just like.
So, the Haragon they are also keeping somebody out on watch. In fact, quite often there's 2 of them at a time, most of the time.
Okay.
But they're kind of keeping themselves to themselves around their own fire, and you kind of see them. So again, if you're taking the first watch, they're just talking quietly. Glance in your direction, but
I'll wave back every time they look, just to let them know I'm still awake.
they kind of nod, chin up, little acknowledgement, and then just go back, stoking the fire a bit and talking quietly, and just make a perception check for your time.
Oh.
Okay. The sounds of the swamp around you sort of still a little bit. You get the cicadas come out, frogs croaking everywhere, but it's a still night. Very little breeze, so you feel that you probably have a good idea of what's going on around you. The fire's giving off a dim glow. The occasion you just go over and chuck a log or 2 on them just to keep them going. But your watch passes uneventfully.
I'm off to
So
bed.
you wake up the next person, which was Borges, is that right? That's fine, that's fine.
Hey! Hey! Fuck! Oh, it stinks in here! Hey!
Oh, we might.
Oh,
Oh,
he's woken up.
he's hard to wake up. He's having trouble. We might have to have somebody else on watch.
Guys, I can't wake up Borges.
Borges will not.
I'm back.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there.
he's just sent a message saying his Discord has pooped itself. Okay,
What
nice.
do you mean you have?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. It's always the thing where you think, oh, Hamish's mic's cut out. Wait a second. That's me.
Oh no, it's me that's cut out.
It's me.
Okay, Borges, you were in the process of being woken up and taking and not really responding. I think he was about to start chest compressions on you.
I awake from a very bad dream in which I followed through again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you move yourself to the big chair, it seems to be where you guys are taking watch.
Okay. Oh, look at that. That's like interactive. That's very good.
And you sit down. Again, you notice. Oh, I should move another person out here. As Zygin noticed, their watch has changed as well. But as you come out, another couple of Herringons sort of wander out, rubbing their eyes, stretching a bit, and then settling themselves down by their own little fire. Kind of, one of them waves over to you, kind of, nods.
Unlike Zygin, I do not acknowledge anybody. I just want this night to be over and to not see any of these people again. I maybe do like a little embarrassed wave, but I have very red cheeks.
Okay. Fortunately, they can't see that in the firelight.
Yeah.
And as far as you're aware, they don't actually have dark vision either. So, the light of the fire is what they've got. So you're in the dim shadows over there anyway. So they may not even notice you.
Nice.
But nonetheless, they sit there talking quietly again and, stirring the fire every now and again. See the old embers just sort of flaring up into the night sky. As you're sitting there, could you make a perception check as well whilst we talk through this? Okay. Okay, that's fine.
11. Dang it.
Other than the what, you're going to take a shot then? Who's measuring the distance? I'm going to try and kill them in the night. Yes, for the tape, somebody was measuring the distance between Borges and the two Herringons on watch there.
It
That
wasn't
was
Borges.
Kidlat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Kidlat's working out how quickly
I thought
she
I
will
put-
be able to cover that distance.
I thought I was hiding it from others.
Do not worry. Do not
I
worry.
love that. I kind of noticed Kidlat's like little eyes, and like I can just
Yeah.
imagine her, having a dream about like taking everybody out, Jason Bourne style. Yeah. I bet Kidlat is planning something violent. I think to myself.
Yeah, you are sitting there. You're in a reflective mood. Obviously, it was well a big old day for you. You're reflecting on the nature of magic in this place and what happens with your magic when you intended to turn into a wolf, but essentially turned into a toad, which on reflection was pretty effective and very appropriate, perhaps. Perhaps it's the nature of this place that's going to actually influence your magic as well. The toad is perhaps more of the nature of this place than a large wolf. The perception is sort of shifting back towards the Feywilds. You were here as a child, and you spent 2 days here now, and gradually memories are coming back. The feeling of the place, the textures, the sounds. It's so different to the material plane where you're from, but you're becoming more in tune with it. As for the battle, your thoughts are probably, well, these things happen. It's the balance of life. And sometimes violence cannot be avoided.
Borges thinks this to himself as a kind of justification. That's why all his friends will respect the fact that he shat himself right before they went to bed. My friends will believe that was a valiant act, I believe.
The shitting yourself was valiant.
Yes.
Or the
Yep.
okay, right. Yeah. You have good chats with yourself. It's all part of that process of trying to come to terms with what's gone on. But so far this has been an interesting journey for you, and one that promises much, and perhaps answers to nagging questions or nagging feelings that you've been having for the last few years, and perhaps greater understanding of the power that you now have, and perhaps interest in, perhaps not. Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, well, your watch passes in quiet reflection, and you hear nothing short of the cicadas and the frogs and crackles from the fire and a few snores from the tents around you. And then it is time for you to go and wake up. I think it's Kidlat.
Yeah. As I go over to Kidlat's tent, I hover for a second outside of Rukito's tent. Then I think that's probably not consensual. And then I just go over to Kidlat's tent and I wake Kidlat up for her watch.
Okay.
I do a big stretch and trot over to.
He's just obsessed with measuring things.
everything.
Yeah.
She's
In a
like,
very
this is
measuring mood.
your assassin's
Yeah.
brain in this. Like, yes. How
Yeah,
fast
I'm
to
a
that
bit-
chair? How
Build
fast
your
to
own
the chair today? How many seconds?
I'm a bit annoyed that I am on the graveyard shift, but I think the reason why I'm on it was because I did a rock, paper, scissors game with Rikito, and then he realised that I could only do paper. So that's why I have this shift.
Okay.
So,
Just
yeah.
remember, you need to come up with a different method of agreeing agreeing things in the future. Yeah. So, as for the others, the Herringons also change shifts. Kind of take the cue from one of you moving to go and wake another couple of their brethren up, and they wander over. perhaps look a not kind of necessarily friendly towards you, but they're a bit wary actually, probably when they look over towards you, Kidler. But they kind of, when you see you kind of looking back at them, they just kind of do a meek little wave and then sit down quickly and kind of put their heads together and start talking.
Yeah. At this point, I've taken my fairy dice out as well to keep me company while I'm on watch.
Nice. Okay.
So I kind of wave that at them.
Is it 2 dice? I hope they're D&D
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
I hope they're D20s. Yeah. Okay, and likewise, you are alive. Your senses are alive to the night, and perhaps your hearing is slightly better than others, but it's nothing so far seems to be amiss. But could you also roll a perception check just for your watch? Notice the noises coming from the animals around you, the cicadas and the frogs, and the lapping of the water. You can hear it all, but in some ways it's almost kind of soporific in its way. So perhaps you find yourself occasionally just kind of going, oh, perhaps not paying as much attention as I ought to be, but nothing seems to be making your cat senses tingle too much. And you begin to reflect, I think, on being far from home and the many lands you've travelled through to get here. You give little thought to the past. You're totally focused on what's ahead and what you want to find out. Even the recent battle just happened, and the outcome was kind of what it was. Did what you had to do, and you did it really well, and that is all that matters. But keep coming back to this consuming curiosity about the fate of Bavlorna and your determination to use all your skills and talents to find out absolutely everything you can about her. It is your obsession. And you're interested in your companions too, especially perhaps the one called Zygin. He seems to share your passion for collecting stories and tales, and perhaps he has something he can offer as an insight into Bavlorna's past, present, or even future. He has a reason to be here, as everybody does. He's hinted perhaps that he needs to find her, and maybe he is worth also chasing up and questioning to see if something can give you even more information. You're absolutely driven. Perhaps you don't even realise it, I don't know. But you focus totally on one thing, and it's consuming almost everything about you at this point in time. Everything you've been curious about in the past is done and dusted. It's over with. It's done. You've learned all the things you want to know. You don't even spare a thought for them. But right now, sitting here for these 2 hours, you're just mulling it over and over and going, well, you're closer, and you need to be even closer.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts that you might be having?
No, I think that was pretty in depth.
Okay. Zygin, while you were on watch, Zygin, you drift off to sleep.
Yep.
And in your sleep, you are accustomed to seeing visions and perhaps signs and omens and guidance. And you know you have a spirit guide. A spirit guide called Valandras. And as you drift off to sleep, you hear a voice in your head, which is unusual. Normally, you don't get the voices in your head, and this is strange. This voice comes through and goes, "Hey, Zygin, baby. we need to have a chat.
Okay. I'll turn on my side.
Okay.
Like rest my hand on my head.
Yeah.
Okay, my head on my hand. Sorry. And hey, baby. Been a while.
Sure has. I know I normally just, do all those crazy like vision things and, be all kind of mysterious. But hey, I think we need to have a bit of a chat about what happened earlier today.
Nothing mysterious happened. I think everything appropriately happened. And don't know what you're talking about.
Now, Zygin. Zygin. I do love watching you, my boy. But you did a bad thing today. Real bad.
From a performance point of view, I think it was just spectacular. Actually, outshone everyone.
Now, we're going to get on to that whole thing in a bit, but you kind of helped one of your fellows try to behead the body of a fallen enemy. Now, don't see how that kind of fits into this whole kind of good celestial gift kind of vibe that you're supposed to have going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going around encouraging people to behead enemies.
Well, I think I made up for that previously by healing everyone and secretly commanding the battlefield from a distance. And sometimes to do good, you have to do bad. And again, I was just trying to help my friend Giselle, power up a bit.
Now, we don't like that expression. You don't need to do bad to do good. And you are not given these gifts to do bad things to be good. You got to know that, right? This is the celestial blood flowing through your veins, baby. Okay? You can't mess with it. You don't want to go down that other path, my friend. It ain't pretty.
No, well, I think I wasn't in on that on the memo about kind of the beheading part. I must have missed that. I attended a lot of music classes instead.
And your music is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
It is. It's
Should we talk about that for a
really
bit?
something else. But this is why I'm here. This is why you have a guide. This is why you have a guide. This is why normally we just give you visions and let you kind of work it out. But I just felt tonight I just needed a little bit more of an intervention. Just to nudge you back on the right path. Because, it was noticed. There were words said and people said, hey, Zygin's your boy, right? Yeah. He's a good guy. I said, well, he maybe needs to rein it in a little bit. So I said, okay, I'll go and have a chat with him. Let me talk to him. Let me get him back on the straight.
So, I think I understand. So I'll only do good, but through good things. I won't do good through bad things.
I think that's pretty much what I'm asking you.
Right.
And
well, I can definitely commit to that.
You're a good guy, okay? Even those people who are bad, and you're gonna meet some bad people, and you're gonna have to do some bad things to the bad people, but don't gotta be in the name of good. And when you're with some folks who maybe should know better, then I think it's kind of your duty to help them be better people.
Speaking of which, did you see that guy poop himself? Did you notice how I didn't make fun or anything? I just tried to
You know what?
let him be.
Let's talk about all that as well. And then I'm going to let you get some sleep because you need your rest. You do not need beauty sleep, obviously, but you know, you're going to need some rest. You got some trying times ahead of you now. So just be sure that you keep that kind of focus. That it's not all about you. That your gifts are to be shared. And they are gifts that you have been given, and gifts can be taken away. I have seen it only once, and it ain't pretty what happens to those guys. So you keep going the way you're going. Use your gifts. Use them for good. And we probably won't have to talk again. Hey, shit, I'll send you some visions of like, I don't know, some clouds drifting meaningfully across the landscape or something next time, okay? And I'll leave you to do the kind of interpretation.
Don't you worry. Next time you watch me, you'll be so proud.
Hey, I'm proud of you already. I just want you to do the best you possibly can.
Thank you.
I'll see you later. Sleep well, baby.
Alrighty. See you, baby.
And with that, you drift off to sleep. Okay. Kidlat, your watch is up, and you need to go and wake up Jezal, who is sleeping in the tent near the shitbox.
Yeah. So I go over to the side and start scratching on the tent
Clawing at it.
to wake him up.
Okay. Giselle does wake up. He's there.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Coming out.
I'm not
taking
going in that tent.
Yeah. Okay. So Giselle is up. Takes his point on the on one of the benches and the stools there, sitting there by the fire. Although it doesn't get cold at night. Obviously it's now 2, 4, 6 hours in. 8 hours in. You're going to be on the 8-hour shift. Just roll a perception check while we're going in. You're quite used to getting up. Yep.
Who is the Errington doing the watch when I'm not?
Oh, they switched over now, and let me just. You have got Lininda and Enorin on watch at the moment. I think if you hover over them, you might see their names. But, wow, a 9 perception as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you come out of your tent, you notice a couple of other Herongon taking their seats as well.
Just gonna have a quick chat with them.
Okay, you stroll over. They look up at you and they kind of smile. Not a big beaming smile, but it's late. Nobody likes this shift, so sort of yawning and stretching and trying to shake the sleep. Looking forward to the end of the shift. I say, you all right?
Yeah. Do you guys always take watch?
Yeah, normally individually, but lots happen. So.
Do you guys discuss a bit, like coming with us, or any more thoughts on it?
We kind of look at each other and Enorin, who's the one who's nearest to you, kind of, man, there's a lot to take in, right? I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, well, some of us are keen to do other stuff. Some of us may come with you, but we're kind of worried what Jebek's going to say when she comes back.
Any idea when that might be? Or
I mean, if she's out, they normally camp out. If they're not back by nightfall, they'll camp out. So we could probably expect them back in the morning. Yeah.
All right.
So I think Willow made a good case. I mean, obviously you guys are I would not want to really get in a fight with you guys one-on-one, but she made the fight sound pretty damn kind of scary as well as exciting, and I guess we're not used to people sticking up for themselves and hitting back. Agdon was, I don't know, he was fast, and we never really had to do anything other than really just look fierce. He did all the running around and the jumping
Yeah,
and
but
the
he was
boasting and the hitting. And
he was super mean to you, right?
I mean, yeah, he wasn't a great guy. Yeah, he wasn't a great guy, but he's gone now. But hey, you know, there's a way things work as well. And, you know, this is the Feywild, right? You know, actions have consequences in strange ways, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe people here. There's some of the other guys. He looks at Linda next to him, and just, she kind of nods, and you know, well, maybe Bavlorna will have something to say about it. I don't know. We think Agdon was basically shit scared of Bavlorna. He'd never admit it, but she had something over him for sure.
Well, we're gonna go and see her. So you know what? If you all join us, at least you know straight away what she thinks of the situation.
Sure, yeah. Well, we will no doubt talk a little bit more about it in the morning, and if Jebet comes back, that will probably help focus us all.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you want to say anything else, or are you going to go sit by yourself? Or...
Well, no, I'm not gonna. Actually, I want us just bore them a bit about how great we are.
Okay.
Like how the druid is amazing most of the time. We got a great fighter, who never dies, and got a fast, very very fast killer. You can learn a few tricks with her. And they got an amazing. If you want great music, like we definitely need people to go with. So I'm making a sales speech again. You know?
Okay. Do a little persuasion check. Just to see.
Persuasion.
Just to see if it sinks in, yeah?
Yeah. Is that going any faster? Well.
Okay. All right. I shall store that away and see. So you give that whole kind of spiel, and they kind of nod, and you get the impression none of them are going to stand up to you, right? I mean, they're not going to pick a fight with you, kind of one-on-one or even one-on-two, but you're one of them, right? You're a Harengon.
I'm not trying to pick a fight with them at all. Yeah.
No. But it's just if they weren't. Do you know when people are kind of like they nod along politely? They're kind of taking everything you're saying as
they're tired. Yes.
Yeah, they're tired and they're still wary, right? You know, you are the guys who took out their leader and what 5, 6, 7 others of their band. So you know they're interested in what you're saying, but they're not kind of well, like I say, they're politely nodding along and smiling at the right points, and you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Sounds like you're a really interesting bunch of people. Yeah. Okay, well that probably is taking sort of half an hour, 40 minutes of your watch. At some point, you get the feeling that they just want to sit by themselves and kind of watch the fire and have a chat themselves. So you kind of wander off.
I do want to spend some time with them as well, though. Like asking them about Harengon stuff they've been doing, because I've not been in the Harengon group for a long time. So I'll just make very short conversation about what they're doing as a group and blah blah blah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fine. What you get is that this is quite a big community of Harengon here. You're coming back to the Fae a bit like Borges as well, and you're just beginning to remember and realise this kind of just some weird time is here, just how almost emotions shape the Feywild. You know, the stronger the emotion, the more powerful the being who's having those emotions. you know, these things kind of these are what shape the land and the events in this place, and you know, hanging out with Agdon was just kind of the thing to do. It's just how things were, and it's just what they'd done, and didn't really ever get to travel anywhere else. Just basically picking on people since the hags came anyway. Before the hags, it was a different matter. There was a much stronger rule of law is the wrong word, but it was Zabilna's will, and you know, stealing stuff, that's totally against the Fae principles, you know. Not honouring agreements, again, you've heard these things, they're coming back to you, all these kind of the three main rules. So they've been kind of living, knowing that they've been living at kind of odds with how things were, but the hags have changed things. And in some ways for the better for a band like them. Okay. At some point then, so you have this conversation. It reaches a natural point where it kind of dries up, and it's really early in the morning now. But you use this is not an unusual time for you to be up sometimes, and certainly going through some of your usual kind of meditation routines.
Yeah.
And at some point you kind of walk away from the fire and find a nice quiet spot near some of the trees and the vegetation there, and you start trying to go through your early morning routines and find that balance of the energy. But normally you can get to this state quite quickly, but today you just can't. Just cannot find that balance. You try and kind of not clear your mind but calm your mind. Just the images of your own blood-soaked clothing and this image of you trying to saw the head off Agdon Longscarf, and it just keeps encroaching and disturbing your meditation. And then you get kind of throwbacks to conversations with your master, and you think, what would she say? What were the lessons that she would be giving you? What would she saying to you now? The way of a monk. You seek physical, mental, and spiritual perfection, unsullied by greed or anger and desire. You attack only in defense, respect for your foes, protecting others from harm. You just know that your master would be disappointed in you right now. And this causes you quite a sense of shame and regret. And it's that realization is important, though. It is important. You are able to find some kind of reconciliation, but you probably need to do better, and that was some kind of momentary lapse in the path that you're hoping to tread in the future.
Right.
And
I go back to
with that,
sleep then, if I cannot meditate then.
you were asleep until that point, but it was kind of because of the exhaustion of the day. You managed to sleep, and then you've had your chat, and then you meditated, and by the end of the meditation, you've kind of processed it. You've had this kind of inner monologue between yourself and your teacher, and you know that what you did was not within your true nature, that it's the sort of thing that you wouldn't probably want to do again. But you are able at the end of your shift to go back, and once you go and wake Rukito up, you will find yourself able to sleep for another hour or so. So yeah, Rukito's in that tent. So
Hey.
Rukito.
Ricky, bagging into bed. Rukito, you better, are you alive?
He's on mute. He doesn't realise it, but Rukito's on mute.
I think Giselle might also realise that he's gone to the wrong tent.
Why? Whose tent is that? Who is in the bed?
It's just
Oh, yes, sorry.
Waking foreheads up.
what's going on? Is Matthew McConaughey there? What? Drift back off.
Hey, Rakito. I'm checking this time. I'm doing good look.
That's still the wrong tent.
Seriously.
I thought you were doing a bit.
I thought you were doing it on purpose. Oh,
No.
he literally can't see. I've just seen what Giselle can see because he hasn't
Yeah,
had night
I've
vision.
got-
He's completely
Yeah.
guessing which tent it is. I love it. This is perfect. I wish I could show you. Hang on, I'm going to try and take a screenshot of what he can see. Yeah, he literally can't see who's in what tent. He has to walk right into it. It's perfect.
Okay. Surely, if I move about, though, the light should be moving, right?
You're not carrying a torch, are you? There's no real torchlight here.
That's
So,
so good.
He was doing a
keep
bit.
walking to your
Yeah.
right. Go to the left. So you just woke Kidlat up. I'll no.
Hey, Rakito. Wait, you did this last time. So is that kid after bed?
No, that's Zygin.
Damn. Right. I've got no idea where it is.
Okay. I'm
Right.
gonna ping on the map. Okay. See the little blue thingy. We're all gonna ping for where Rukito is.
This is all black for me. Consistent.
Hang on. I'll just yeah.
I'll lead you with the pings. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, you stagger to a tent. It is.
Rakito, be quiet. Don't wake up everybody. It's your time.
I wake up with a start and just go, potatoes!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. So you get nudged awake by Giselle, who's telling you to be quiet and not wake everybody else up. Giselle, you may as well just bed down in that tent, save you walking into
I will.
somebody
Yeah.
else's.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rukito, this is the dawn shift that you're on. You slept extremely well, but your dreams have been troubled. But like everybody else, you see two other Herringons come out, take their place. It is getting a little lighter, although the light doesn't change that much here. But you get the sense that it is coming on to dawn, and you've had a pretty good night's sleep. It wasn't the... Oh, you've done an Arcana check?
I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally clicked something.
Okay. Can make up as boarheads as well. Could you roll a perception check, though?
Can.
As well, while you're there. Just to see. Wow, you guys are really shit at watching overnight.
Yeah.
7. So sorry, just for the record, we got a 7, 2 9s, and a 12,
Yeah.
and an 11. So
Did I have the highest one?
Highest. Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
Zygin was the highest one. Yeah.
Was it even thinking about taking 10? Because I listened to that thing the other day with the take 10.
Yep.
And I was like, I should take 10, but then I thought, no, there's a good chance that someone's going to roll above 13. So I'm just going to not. I'll actually do the roll. God.
Yeah, never mind. Anyway, just as well, it seems that actually nobody's spawning for a fight. You're high up above the swamp here. You get the feeling perhaps that nobody messes with the brigands that much around here. So yeah, Rukito, you slept, but your dreams have been kind of dark. You've perhaps found your experience of near death alarming and frightening in a way that perhaps you feel dwarves shouldn't. The battle keeps kind of playing out. It was short. It was a very short fight. I mean, as fights tend to be, but it went wrong for you very, very quickly.
Twice.
The light, the dwarven god, the All-Father was calling you to him today, and you nearly answered that call. And that's, well, not a bad way for a dwarf to die, but perhaps it wasn't how you expected to go. It moves so fast, and everything hurts so much, and the feeling of falling away while you need a battle was carrying on around you. It's not how you saw things playing out, and it's certainly humbling. However, you're a dwarf, right? You're practical and you're resilient, and that's what dwarves are, if anything else. And you kind of remember the words of your chief if you're sitting there. Just if it knocks you down, stand up, step forward, and dare it to try again. So, Rukita, what other thoughts have you had from as you're sitting there contemplating?
If you're going to take a potato from your mother, don't keep it for as long as I did. Because it might not be in your favour that you think it will be.
Okay. Pockets are not necessarily the best storage media for potatoes. Probably not more than a month, maybe. Lovely. No, that's a valuable lesson to take away from all that. Was that what caused your issues?
Probably.
Bad potato.
It was eating that bad potato that my mother gave me, not realising that it was bad. I thought it was going to give me strength. It gave me a second wind, but the after effects were not pleasant.
Okay. Very good. So, I'm going to switch the daylight back on so Giselle can see. So you've done your watch. Everybody's had a long rest. Okay, so you wake up. Rukita, you don't need to wake up. You wake up, but everybody's had a long rest. So on your character sheet, click your long rest.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And, okay, so you kind of wander out of your tents, and the others start coming out. Everyone starts collecting and gathering, and trying to get some breakfast on the go. You need a quick break, boys. That's not a bad time. We've woken up. Let's take a 5-minute break, or however long you need, and we shall resume in a few seconds. Okay, guys.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay, so you all wake up, come out in the morning. What do you want to say to each other?
Guys, I need to have a talk with all of you. What happened in that swamp was unacceptable, and you all should have a big reflect, just like I have, on the deeds done. I appreciate it was mainly me just.
I don't think we saw.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You didn't see.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
Yeah, what happened, guys? We were healing a man.
Nothing, really.
And then you just scampered off.
Now I want to know.
Anyway, lesson learned.
Excuse me.
Just make sure that we're all influencing each other to be good people, and if someone shits themselves everywhere, maybe you just kind of start phasing them out of the group. We're not having that kind of behavior. Come on, we're the good guys here.
I also have been thinking more about that, and guys, I gotta tell you, right now my inventory is full, and I need to share a burden with you all.
What's it
So
full of?
do you mean your backpack inventory or your inventory? Because I feel like you emptied that yesterday.
I beckon to Rikito. He's actually already really close, but I'm still going to do the finger beckon, and I give him the red cap that I got from the chest that is clean. And I say, I can't carry all this stuff. Literally, I can't carry all this stuff. My inventory is full. So I give Rikito a red cap. I give Kidlat a stuffed Oni doll. And it's clean, which is also clean all the way down. All the levels are clean.
Okay.
And then a false wooden... Is it a false wooden leg was the other thing? I think I missed...
All crumbs.
Shoot.
That'll be way back up in the chat somewhere.
Sorry. Yeah. I've got a false wooden
I've got your rolls, but I'd need to look it up.
Okay. Well, the wooden thing now belongs to Zygin.
Are you suggesting I need to go down a pirate route?
Yeah.
'Cause I'll do it.
Yeah, you seem like a man of dubious moral character. Take this.
Hey,
Kind of
whoa,
like-
whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now.
I heard
Incorrect.
you.
Judging from what you
shifting-
said.
Yeah, rolling around in your dreams last night. I know you don't sleep, right?
What was that?
Yeah.
Was that Giselle's monk bell? Ding! Meditation thing. I'm done. Yeah.
Now, I'd also like to open up the leather bag, which has the truffles for Jingle Jangle, and just show that to the group and say, I think these are Jingle Jangles.
Oh, yes, the jangle jingles for Jingle Jangle.
That's what my mother used to call truffle.
Sorry, was that in game? I'm not sure.
Both.
Both. Oh, and that says everything. Rue used to have truffles, and his mother actually had so many of them. They had a nickname for them.
Yeah. Borges says, please stop talking about your mother's cooking. The potato was enough to do terrible things to me. I believe that pushed me over the edge.
Oh, Rikito's having a fit. He's okay. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
You okay there? You okay, hun?
Incapacitated.
He is incapacitated.
Zygin, have you put him under a spell again?
Whoa, I don't put anyone under spells. I'm just charming and kind, and always the most gracious of beings. Like everyone would agree. Yes? Yes.
Who are you talking to?
What? No one?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Scrooge who's just woken up on Christmas morning. It's just really changed.
Yeah.
Fetch me your finest goose.
Okay. Anybody else want to add anything or say anything else?
Oh, quickly out of game. I don't know if anything happened to Borges throughout the night either when he was on his watch, because my Discord cut out again, and it only came to right as I was switching my shift again. So I meant to say that before.
Oh right.
Just so I could
Oh yeah, no. You
I don't know if I'm
lost an
supposed to
arm.
be effective. Oh god.
Yeah, you lost an arm. Kidlat was having a sleepwalking thing. All those measurements she was doing earlier, just run through her. She just leapt out of her. Well, you didn't even hear it coming.
Yeah.
Just then pushed behind a slight rustle and a slice.
She was just
And
scouting
you're-
out the tree stump ready.
Yeah.
Just seeing how much distance she can cover while sleeping.
She wanted to know if she could one-hit kill everything on this in this thing, and
And the answer was yes.
yeah. No, nothing happened to you. Oh, so all this stuff about you just reflecting on your time in the Feywild, you didn't hear.
Beautiful. I
Told you.
caught the last little part of it, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Reflecting. And then I said, yeah.
Yes, Bullheads, just reflect. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Okay. That's good. Good. I'm glad I wrote all those notes. Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I did feel bad when it cut out, and I was like, I think that's probably important when I came back to it. I was like, it's a very Borges move, though, to be fair.
It is.
To get so lost in contemplation that he doesn't even know his like conscious has also been lost.
Yeah, you just zoned out your own consciousness. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, right.
Smash his keyboard over.
Yeah, is that rude?
This is why I normally mute myself.
He's having a conversation with somebody, but yeah. You like to share
I'm
it with the
writing
group?
notes.
Are you? Good for you, man. Good for you. Okay. Good for you. Okay. The Herringons are busy kind of having quiet conversations. Willa, who's the one with the little green dot on her, if you can see her, that's her there. She comes over and says, "Morning, you sleep all right?"
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Oh. Wilhelmina, you're wearing name tags. That's very kind of you. I didn't want to say anything, but I was a bit confused yesterday. I think I called 3 people Wilhelmina before I went to bed.
Not as bad as Giselle, who just walked into everybody's tent.
Yeah.
What you don't realise,
know his own team.
what you don't realise that he'd also been around all of the other Herringon tents before he got to you.
Well,
and,
I usually use my sense of smell to find my directions, but with the smell of shit everywhere, it's quite tricky.
Yeah, everything smells of boarheads, just as arrogant.
You did have a wash, but sometimes these things get pretty ingrained, stuck under the fingernails. Right. Anyway, Bullheads is making breakfast.
I'll go and eat with the Aragons. I'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So Wilhelmina says, "Okay, so what are your plans for today?"
What's that?
Willa saying, "What are your plans for the day then?"
Sorry, do you want to come over here?
Over it? Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm over here.
Oh,
I do apologise. Normally we just shout across the camp, and I forget.
what are our plans for today? We're going to go and save Bavlorna today, actually. Free the Feywilds from the hags. Go and get a blessing from Queen of the summertime. Head back to the Witchlight Carnival. Be crowned the Witch King of Angmar or whatever that. And be on our merry way for our next adventure. What's your plan for today?
That's she looks at you and goes, "That's a pretty full itinerary for a day."
Yeah, Willa, I'm sorry, my friend had a rough night, I think, and
Yeah.
I mean,
actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna head to Downfall as our plan for the day. I think we all agreed that last time.
Okay.
I mean, in that
Yeah.
itinerary, I even accounted for Borges to do a number 2 on himself again. There's a 20-minute gap halfway through the day.
Okay.
And what are you guys gonna
nice.
do?
Well, I'll be honest. We need to talk. We're none the wiser, really. We don't know what to do. This is a brand new day, right? This is.
Yeah,
Agdon's not coming back. Jebek
Nope.
will be here any minute now, I guess. But we can certainly point you towards Downfall. Happy to show you the way.
why don't you come with us?
Listen,
I mean, this camp is not going anywhere, right? So you can go back here when we've dealt with Bavlorna, and Yeah, just come with us.
I mean, when you say deal with Bavlorna, I mean, what do you mean?
Business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stern talk.
She's a tricky sort. I'm pretty sure Agdon was scared of her.
That's why we.
Yeah, well,
That's
Agdon
why
was
we
scared of
probably
us.
need you.
In the end.
Yeah.
And not even if I was a kidlap.
Yeah. Just get that.
Okay, as you're talking, you hear from the coming up the rope ladder from the northwest corner. Some voices coming up and people climbing up and into the camp walk. Another 6 Harengon.
Oh shit.
Led by one.
Behind kidlap.
I mean, you get a few seconds, but basically she kind of walks into the camp, led by one you recognise, Jebek. As she walks in, she looks very startled to see you, and she tells immediately, kind of points to the others to kind of spread out, and you notice, 2 of those with bows kind of immediately kind of move around, and she notices Willa, and at the same point Willa notices her. Says, Willa, what the hell's going on here? I know these guys. What are they doing here? Willa's like,
Let her explain.
They kind of killed Agdon.
Okay, well, I'm going to take over from here.
And then Jebek's like, they killed Agdon. And she goes, what the heck? Why are they here then? And she's like looking at the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing? Surround them, for God's sakes. And they kind of like, they're looking a bit sheepish, and then they just kind of like do spread out. I mean, then they can't start spreading out around you. Looking nervous. Everybody's pretty nervous, but
whoa, we're all friends around
I
here.
really want to do this.
they kind of spread out a bit as this is going. And Willa's staying with you. There's a couple, Lininda, who you spoke to last night, and where's the other show? Oh, sorry, Enorin. They don't move quite so far back. They're kind of hanging around the centre here a bit, but the rest are kind of taking their lead from Jebek. She looks to you guys. I met you a couple of days ago, right? You lied to me.
We actually, I think you'll find we took the peaceful route, and we spared you from Agdon's fate.
Yeah, but what you don't realise is that when I got back and I told Agdon that we'd met these people, and they said they'd already met you.
Yeah.
He said you hadn't, and he was not happy. He was not.
But did he kill you?
Did
he kill you? Did he kill you?
He didn't kill me. No.
No. Exactly.
Do you like freedom?
I mean, everybody loves freedom. What could be more free than being a brigand? And in hither, we can do what we like.
Yeah,
name's
everyone
Jebek.
got a name but her, Jebek.
Jebek. Has she? Okay, well, she's Jebek. Yeah.
Jebek
doesn't even wear a name tag. Ooh.
I'm going to put a name tag on her. I think I can. How do I do it?
Everyone else has one.
Let's just try.
Maybe Jebek insists everybody else wears a name tag except for her.
Look, they're not wearing. They haven't got badges on.
Yeah, it's like office level power trip, you know.
It's like shaved on their fur.
Yeah.
I am good.
Yeah.
I like that there's names like Dynamite, and then there's also Matt.
Yeah. And Tortoise.
Tinharin.
Right, I'm just going to talk to Jebek. I'm going to step forward.
Yeah, nice.
If that's okay with everyone. Peacefully.
Yeah.
It's like a gentle...
People raise the others raise the ones who've just come with her kind of raise their crossbows and kind of take on a ready stance. They're not... Okay.
Okay, so everyone... Look, your friends behind us are all happy. We've already, ironed this all out. Look, we killed Agdon, and I'd go through the exact same speech that I went through when explaining to the rest of the group what happened. So I do the whole, point to Kid Latch, he killed everyone. Point to Rue, immortal. Point to Giselle. I'm like, I mean, are you even going to be able to tell if he's a friend or foe? When if you try and fight us, he'll stab you in the back. Point to Borges, and I'm like, actually, very recently, this guy's, he will. That's a fate worse than death if he gets a hold of you.
I say,
What I'm trying to say,
Willa nods along to some of this, goes, yeah, that was really bad what he did.
What I'm trying to say is, if you don't want to be put in that chest next to you,
She glances down, sniffs the air. It's like, what the hell?
we're all very keen for a peaceful resolution here, and change your ways, live a happy life, go about your business.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'd like to give
oh my god.
+6.
Yikes.
The smell that she's noticed coming from the chest, the description you gave of, the various skills and talents of your party, who are, what are the rest of you doing while he's doing this?
Well, I'm standing next to Zygin as protection because I can be fodder. But I can also use my shield if they did decide to throw their crossbows, but I am there just in case.
So you're actually looking ready for a fight, right? You are...
I'm not looking for a fight, but I'm prepared for...
Yeah, sure. So you kind of got your shield up and, maybe hand kind of near you. Is it an axe you use, or
Yes,
or a hammer?
axe.
An axe, yeah. Okay. What about Kidlat? What do you do?
I've straightened up and just kind of looking them all in the eye.
Okay.
Kind of intimidating.
Your dinner.
Yum.
Twirling your new
Giselle?
magic dagger.
Yeah, so when Zygin was doing his speech, I moved up next to him and to Willa. I'm going all peaceful, hand in the air. Instead, we're all friends here, just trying to play it down.
Okay. So okay, and then Borges?
I've been casting Druidcraft on Zygin, and since the Big Top performance, 30-foot Borges, nice. Since his performance at the Big Top, I've kind of made it one of my life goals just to enhance all of his performances, and so I'm giving him a puff of wind that's ruffling his hair, and as he's giving his big speech, I'm making him look even cooler.
It looks like you just tried to cast Charm Person on him.
No. Oh, no. Whoops.
Okay, fine.
There we go.
Because I was just about to say, Zygin, make a wisdom save, because you've been...
Can you tell what I was reading? Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
In the back of your head.
So that is verbal and somatic. So you're making kind of little gestures with your hand and kind of muttering a little bit to yourself. Whispering to the spirits of nature, as it says there. Beautiful. Okay, so what Jebek and her recently arrived crew are seeing is two people looking. They're on alert, right? So you got a dwarf clad in armor, a mean looking tabaxi, kind of straightened up on her toes. This flamboyant Asimar who's talking grandly. Giselle, another Herringon, hands up, trying to look friendly, and then a large furbolg, kind of making some weird gestures and muttering to himself. But Zygin's hair is kind of fluttering in the breeze, and he's got this kind of dramatic look to him, which does add to the effect. Not enough to give him advantage on a persuasion check, though.
Damn it.
Okay. I might have said it. You could add a +2 to that or something like that. Okay. Jebek listens to what you're saying, and looks towards Willa and looks behind you towards the others. You're seeing. Everybody make a quick perception check. I just want to see if you're picking up on what's going on. Now there are 18.
Oh God!
23 for Boaz, 19 for
Good
Rikito,
sleep.
8
You're just staring.
Yeah.
11
Eyes
for Giselle.
My confidence is just.
It's what happens when you're on the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Why is that my crit? What? 23. God damn it! It's just like
Okay.
my eyes are really open.
Well, I think what you perhaps you glance around. So Zygin, you're trying to address not just Jebek but everybody there. So you're kind of glancing around a lot. Kidlat, Giselle, a bit more focused on what might happen. Giselle's very keen to make sure nothing bad happens. Kidlat's just looking for an excuse. One wrong move. I'm focused on that one. Just focused entirely on Jebek and where you could stab her several times. The mood is shifting. It's not becoming more violent, but it's certainly less friendly than it was. Okay, this a new arrival. She's clearly got some clout. She's probably, from what you've heard, the second in command, so possibly the person most likely to take over and certainly have more sway than most amongst the brigands in Agdon's absence. She says, right, Agdon's dead, you say? You killed him. Is that right? And she looks across everybody.
I point to Kidlat. Like thumb over my shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, but exactly that.
She says, Willa, was it all of them, or was it just this one? And Willa goes, no. To be fair, Agdon did start it. You know what he's like. And she goes, yes, fine. Was like. Huh. She just kind of pauses for a minute as that sinks in. She goes, was like. Well, thing is, what do we do now then? What do we do with you guys? Where did you say you were heading next? She's looking at you, Zygin.
We're not heading anywhere until we've come to a peaceful resolution.
I mean, if we hadn't turned up, what were you gonna do today?
Go on our merry way.
To where?
Downfall.
Giselle speaks up. Downfall. She looks over at you. Okay. Tell you what, give me 5 minutes. And she says, you guys stay here. Everybody else, cover them. Make sure they don't do anything crazy. And Willa, I want to have a chat. So she kind of walks past you. She's got that weird gourd thing on her belt that she said she wanted to take your best memories from. She beckons Willa over. The others kind of just spread out. So got however many standing around you at the moment. Jebek's gone off and she's kind of talking. You can see she's talking kind of animatedly, but in whispers to Willa. What do you want to do while this is going on?
I want to suggest that maybe we just spread out just a little bit. Just kind of.
Rikito, get ready to tank.
I'm gonna start whistling actually, and just kind of like hands behind my back, Like I'm kind of bored waiting, but I'm just gonna be like wandering just down to here, kind of looking at the throne.
Starts leaving the camp.
I'm gonna stick next to Rukito and ask him to strike another flame. Just like hold it behind you in your match, like we did before we came here.
Okay.
Just get ready with a match, maybe not even strike it just yet, but just get ready with one.
I'll bring up my tinderbox.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of walk near here, and it's like with a lot of like stuff around me, I guess, but still looking at them.
Okay. So they're following you. It's not like they've got their crossbows to their shoulders particularly, but the crossbows are kind of held down. You know, trigger finger kind of not resting on the trigger guards, but they're certainly watching you. Especially as you start to spread out, it's like okay, a couple of them take a bit of a step back.
Say, guys, if he goes bad, we need to take Jezek down first, and they will follow along. Okay?
Yeah.
Wenna, how's your day been, mate?
Did you just say that out loud? Yeah.
No. Only whoever next to me. Yeah, no. I'm singing out loud.
Just before everybody, left.
Yeah.
Giselle.
Come on, I've not moved on the map.
Yeah.
I was next to Zygin.
Okay. I will allow. Let me just roll a d20 for just a general thing for them, just to see. Okay. You can see this, can't you? No, you can't. Can you see these dice rolls on this one? You can't.
No,
can you?
no.
Okay.
We can see
They
the
rolled a
day,
5.
please.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
brilliant.
I think I did whisper the dice rolls to myself mostly. So, no, okay, they rolled a 5.
More of that, please. That's perfect.
Wenna, how's your latest venture?
What latest venture?
Well, you walked out somewhere and came back in.
We were just, doing our usual, looking around the swamps for, people.
Surely, what do you like doing though? Come on now, that's boring. What do you like to do today?
She's kind of looking at you, weirdly, like, what? This is someone who thought they were coming back to the camp with their leader, and she's thrown. I think you could easily see that from her expression. She doesn't know what to make of it. I mean, she says, well, usually we'll come back and we'll have something to eat. Agdon will dick about. We'll have to go out and do stuff. We have to listen to him, talk about himself and sing songs about, him, and then probably head off and look for more unfortunate sods to rob and intimidate and steal memories, just so that he can keep his chest full of his little trinkets and take stuff to Bavlorna, But today, who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
She leans in a little bit. She doesn't get any closer, but she's kind of side eyes Kidlat, just kind of hovering there. And goes, "Did you really kill Agdon all by herself?"
Well, I helped.
Okay. She looks at you, Kidlat. You say you could hear this, Kidlat, as well. Okay, but she's kind of like, she doesn't really want to engage you. She's looking nervously at you.
I say hi.
Wow, that's creepy.
Jesus.
No, because
I say hi back to
it's a little
Kidlat.
bit.
She's like,
Yeah,
hi.
Yeah.
So, do you have any idea what's going on? If Agdon died, what would have been the plan?
In other words, what she's asking is, what's the plan now? Because he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, she's literally been here for like 10 minutes processing this information. I mean, it's just like...
I'm going to say to her when
Did you not have a plan before?
Forgive her. She's sharp blade, not quite sharp mind.
Well, and she's kind of said, well, actually, do you know what? That's an interesting question, and one that I don't think any of us have ever asked before. So, genuinely never had a plan, because Agdon has always been here and was always gonna be here. But now, she's kind of, you made her think. Maybe we should have had a plan, but...
Think about it for a while. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah.
Oh, right. If she's
Okay. Yep.
as she's kind of pondering, I kind of give her a nod. So see you around, and then I kind of make my way up here. And as I'm walking, I'm like, Matt, how you going, mate?
Just loving these name tags.
What, Matt Mixie Tortoise?
No, just Matt. Mixie and Tortoise are behind Matt.
Yeah, okay. That's you standing back there, so keeping a 5 foot space. Yeah, you're not getting up in his face.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
Oh, crazy day, huh? What's this weather we've been having lately?
This weather's the same as ever, but crazy start to the day. That's for sure. He's kind of his eyes. He looks at you, but he's glancing at the other 3 of you guys as well, and you can still see Kidlat kind of there. But he's backed up by his other 2. He's feeling possibly a bit more confident, perhaps, than when I was. So,
Is he talking Willa and thingy?
Sorry?
Is he talking Willa and...
Are they still talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only. I'm just giving you guys a couple of minutes, just while this is going on. But as you're talking to him, actually, Jebek does indeed come back in. Kind of strides into the middle. Willa kind of comes, stands next to her. She kind of glances at you and Giselle, make a perception check as she comes back in.
I'm assuming that Jebex walked past me right then.
Yep.
Walked past Borges. So as
Yep.
Jebex walks past, I would actually like to offer her a sunrise flower that I've been keeping hold of, and a leaf off of my minty 3-leaf clover. And I'd like to say, with the sunrise flower, knowing that this is how things work in the Feywild, is that you offer people and they do things for you. So I say, this tastes like spicy honey, and give her the sunrise flower. And this is like toothpaste. You don't know what that is, but it's great for after you've eaten something that tastes like spicy honey. And I give her those 2 things in a nice handful, well presented, like a little dish on my hands. And I give her.
She stops by you. Make a make a persuasion check. I think that's a reasonable thing to say. Just 'cause you want her to take them from you, don't you? So you just she's looking determined as she walks past. Nice. 20. Okay,
so Borges plus 0 as persuasion, by the way. When I made this character, I thought 0 charisma, 0 persuasion. And this is all I've been doing this entire game.
Okay, but you never know. A gesture well meant.
Yeah.
So, and Giselle, okay, you rolled a 16, so we'll come to yours in a minute, because actually Jebet was walking past. She stops. She looks a bit taken aback, because she you get the feeling perhaps she's trying to put on a bit of a front here, and this has completely disarmed her in some ways. And for a moment, her kind of her guard drops a little bit, and she goes, "Well, I know what they are, but thank you, thank you for the gift." And then she walks past you. Giselle, Willa makes kind of contact with you, eye contact with you as you're looking at her, and you kind of get the feeling that it's not. She looks hopeful, but also trying to give you this sort of impression of, please listen to what she's got to say. Okay,
Sure.
that's the kind of feeling you get where somebody's like, eyebrows raised a little bit and kind of like little nod of the head, but it's pretty subtle. Okay, Jebek comes in now, stands there, goes, right. Okay, we have got a lot to think about, but you're going to Downfall anyway, you say. And I believe you should go to Downfall, but I believe we should escort you there, not as prisoners, but as people who need to answer to Bavlorna.
What?
Oh, we just killed your leader.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't say that out loud. Sorry.
Okay. I feel that there will only be more bloodshed here, and I've listened to what Willa says, and I have no doubt that you are very capable, but there are a lot of us, and there will be blood, and
So
I don't
do
feel
you answer
like...
to Bavlorna then?
Do I what?
Do you answer to Bavlorna?
Of course. Everybody here answers to Bavlorna.
Okay.
This is her realm.
So
What's guaranteed us that we go with you and you don't like trick us into and throw us? You know what I mean? How can we trust you?
I mean, the choice is, as
Yeah.
far as I can see, that we all take our chances here, right now,
yeah,
and see what happens, and it will be the end of many of us, and maybe some of you,
all of
or
you. Well,
we, or we escort you to Bavlorna, and we explain what's happened, and we let her decide the outcome.
She doesn't decide for us. I mean,
third option.
Yeah.
We walk down this tree stump with you guys still up here, figuring out what to do now that Agdon's dead. Whether you want to continue serving Bavlorna or not, I guess is up to you. Morally ambiguous. And we can make our own way independently of you to Bavlorna, and I've already written a song about killing Agdon, so she'll know about that. Yeah, how about that?
So you want to just walk free to Downfall. You seek an audience with Bavlorna anyway, is that right?
Correct.
Surely everybody wants to see Bavlorna. Why else would you be here?
Yep, very true.
So what do you lose if you allow us to escort you? So the Bavlorna does not just think that we have just allowed Agdon's killers to walk free through her realm.
Oh,
Well.
So you're afraid of Bavlorna's wrath is the kind of the crux of the matter here. You think that if we just go there, you'll get in trouble afterwards.
She's a mean-spirited. Her voice drops. And everybody kind of looks at her and just goes, Agdon was scared of Bavlorna, and he was far stronger than us. He would never admit it, but we all knew it. And there's a lot of nodding heads there. It would be foolish of us. You may not live here. I don't know where you are from or how you've got here or what your plans are. Willow mentions something about Zybilna. I would be careful mentioning Zybilna's name in front of Bavlorna. But we still live here. We have nowhere else to go.
I'm going to suggest that... Oh, sorry.
Yep. No, please cut in. Yeah.
It doesn't seem in our best interest to be escorted by a whole host of Haragon. But what if we maybe were escorted by a trusted Haragon like Wilhelmina to your right there? I think then you'd be able to save face with Bavlorna, but we wouldn't be walking into what could be a really dangerous situation for us. I think that's mutually workable.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Best regards.
Willa.
Boris.
Best regards.
Yeah.
If you've written it down and handed it on a letter.
Yeah. Yeah. As referenced in my previous email, no to the Aragon plan.
Notwithstanding any previous agreements made between...
Yeah.
Anyway. Jevek looks at Willa. Willa's... looks at you guys again. She looks at you, Giselle.
Big smile. Big smile.
Yeah, and a thumbs up from Borges in behind. Like, oh, yeah.
Wenna's keen to come along too. I'll look over at Wenna, give her a wink.
Wenna looks at Willa. She goes, well, what do you think, sister? Jevak's like, what guarantees do I have that you will not kill these two?
Well, we didn't kill Willa when we killed every other person. And we didn't kill Wenna when you guys showed up.
Fine.
And we're happy to live in peace as well without you guys. So yeah, we don't want to. I don't want to kill Haringons.
No. Okay, we'll make a pact. Who will
Large
make the
pact.
pact with me?
Oh,
Pinky promise.
She's. Yeah. Pinky promises count in the Fae.
Yep, Gazelle.
nice. Nice.
Oops.
Okay, so she spits on her hand like that. Make a pact that you will not cause any harm or allow any harm to come to these two whilst they escort you to Downfall and take you to Bavlorna. And your cat has just walked across your camera, and I've got his tail in the thing. It's actually an improvement. That's good. So she comes over to you. So she comes to you. Giselle holds out her hand.
Yeah.
Do you take that?
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
so she takes
Pinky
hands.
promise.
You've made a pact with her.
Yeah.
That you will see this through and you will uphold that pact. Okay, right. So she turns to Willa and Wenna and says, "Get your things. Are you sure about this?" Willa nods. She goes, "I think so. I think we can trust them, and I really don't want to lose any more of you. And we would." So Jevek's kind of doesn't concede that point, but you can tell she's looking at you guys, and you do look pretty mean.
I have shit underneath my fingernails.
Did you say that? She just looks at you and says, what? Is that what the smell is?
That's
Okay.
like verbal intimidation. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. So, the mood kind of, it eases. There's a notable kind of sigh from everybody, as it were. There's, weapons are lowered. Everybody gathers, to one end of the encampment there. They're not kind of all patting, come around and giving you hugs and pats on the back. Willa and Wenna just go off to their tent, grab a few supplies, a bit of food for the day. It's not far to Downfall, a few hours, but they'd hope to be there and back before too long. They say we can take a couple of little skiffs and we can paddle our way up there, up the stream to Downfall. Wenna will go in one boat with a couple of you, and Willa will go in the other with the remainder. Does that sound fair?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Cool.
You two can even pick who you want on your teams. Sorry, boats.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, this is interesting. Right, so, okay, without too much, is there anything else you want to do before you get in the boats?
Are we quite high up currently? Is that what I've understood?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we're
30
lower.
30 You've had your... Oh, yeah, make sure, Rikito, you don't appear... Well, certainly on my screen, you haven't got all your hit points back, but I suspect you have. You might just...
Yeah, I've done it on my character sheet. It's just not
Just
in
do a
20.
Just do a refresh on your sheet just to push us through. Out of game. Right.
If we're quite high up, I'd like to see...
Yep.
Can we see Telemy Hill? And is it in the direction that we're headed?
You can't see it, but
It's-
no, it wasn't. It was down. It was south and west
Gotcha.
of where you were.
It does, It walks though, right? Telemy Hill?
It does walk, yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally.
These truffles are burning a hole in my pocket. I'm eager to spend them.
Well, you have got some Hairgon here.
No, I'm not going to give it to the Aragon. I am going to keep it for Jingle Jangle. But I was just seeing if it was on our way. That was all.
Okay, no, it's not on your way. Downfall
No
is
worries.
to your north and west. In fact, let me just put you on the main map, and you can. Where are you at the moment? Are you over here? Hither. Oh look, there's everybody on there. I need to try. Oh god, how do I reveal the rest of this map? Hopefully, that has shown roughly where Downfall is. Can you see that?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you on that?
Yep.
Downfall is up over.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What is it?
Is it this bit here?
No.
Okay.
It's oh sorry, on my map it actually says Downfall. It's where the sort of hold on.
Yeah.
There, that's it. Sorry, mine's
Okay.
not pinging somewhere. Oh, there it is. Everybody ping
Okay.
it. There we go. Right, yeah. And you are here. So there's a little stream, turns into a bit of a river. Bing, bong, bing. Yeah. Down. But I could be decent and
Have a look
that on
at
the
it.
map for you.
It's only 5 meters away. Off. There are no time.
Oh,
Now
wow,
you've
that's
been
really
there.
nice.
Oh,
Oh,
I
wow.
like
Look
that.
at those.
Cool.
Those are very cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you typing that, or is that something
No,
you can
that was
reveal?
already there. It's just on the DM. That's just on the DMs there for me, for my
That's-
reference, so I can. Show
That
you
is very, very cool. Oh, look at the
Okay,
keys
so,
in the top left corner.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All good. Yeah, they've all got different symbols on.
Yeah.
So yeah, you obviously this is quite a big map, but yeah, Slanty Tower and Telemy Hill were down south, where you came up. Okay, so you're going to get in the boats with them, and you're going to go up this little stream, which becomes a bit of a bigger river, and we will end up in Downfall. So let me. Now, it's interesting, these maps, it kind of shows the whole damn thing. So,
Or has left a little stream going down the tree top there.
Oh my god.
That's how I cleaned myself.
They've emptied the chest.
Just went
Yeah, they
straight
tip the chest over the side.
bark to arse. Just nothing but bark. It's very rudimentary toilet paper.
okay, so I just need to move you guys onto this map. Blimey, this is not wanting to load. Oh, it has got dynamic lighting, has it? That's going to be crazy for you guys. Holy crap.
I'm really enjoying the dynamic lighting. That is really fantastic.
Yeah, it is good, but it also, right. This map really.
Hatching dragons. That was with low text.
Yeah.
I had rolling 1d20 as my.
Crit one.
Okay.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it's all down here.
Oh.
So, it's a bit, yeah. So you need to scale in. You need to go in a lot if you want to look at the scale on this map. I'm hoping everybody can see
That's so
something.
cool.
I can see the circle around me.
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
so
cool.
That's kind of you'll kind of because each square on here just is not 5 foot. Oh, it's 10 foot. Okay, so in 10, 20, 30, 40 feet or so. Okay, so what happens is actually she is going to take you all the way to Bavlorna's cottage, which. So as you're coming in, it's very the river opens up quite wide. It's quite a wide river as you're coming through there, and you find yourself coming past. Actually, you pass a few creatures in boats who look very much like frogs. They see you being escorted past. So if you move yourselves up through, or I tell you what, I'm going to move you en masse. Let me do it. See if I can move you en masse.
I've got absolutely nothing on my map.
Have you? Nothing. You're completely
a black square, completely black.
Black square. That's what you got. You got no vision. Hold on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me just get you some vision. But what you do notice, and the reason you can't see very far, is that it's really, really misty. It's really, really misty. As you come into the area, it gets mistier and mistier, and your field of view is limited to about 20 feet. Yeah, you can't really see very far through this. Giselle is about to get some vision, I hope.
He moves his ears away from his eyes.
Yeah. So you should be able to see something. Yeah. Can you see it?
Nope.
Still
fresh.
Might have to zoom out and then...
Yeah, I've zoomed out completely.
Oh.
Let me just see if I can see what you can see. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, you can see.
Is this because of dark vision? Does the mist work with dark vision, or?
Well, I have set a. So, technically speaking, the mist blocks dark vision, so you can't see further through the mist because the mist is not giving you your normal 60 feet through there. No. So it's not specifically dark. It's very, very thick fog, and it's hard to see through. So yes, thick fog hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you, so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway widens and the current slows, giving the impression that you've entered a lake. Croaking voices penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving into 2 rowboats. Manning the oars of each rowboat are 2 bullywugs. A bullywug is a frog-like creature. I will try and see if I can show you a picture. Should be able to see that.
No.
Oh,
It's the dead one.
oh yeah, the poor guy died. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one. Yes, absolutely, one of those who had helped Sir Talavar. Very good. Yes, to escape. Can anybody here speak Sylvan? Oh, that's what you still see, Stefan.
Yeah.
That's a
All right, don't worry about it. It's late now.
Well, we'll sort it out by next game because we're nearly done.
Yeah.
So yeah, from what I can see, you definitely do have vision on this map, and you should be able to see. So apologies for that.
No, that's not
Who speaks? You hear them say something in Sylvan. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
No.
I don't believe I do.
Bullheads? Come on.
I've only got speech of beast and leaf. So, and I can communicate with but not understand beasts and plants.
What about on the what about on the left hand side, just on the languages?
Oh, I can speak Sylvan. What a silly
There
goose.
you
Yep.
go.
I just forgot it for a second. I'm like remembering GCSE Sylvan suddenly. Like, how do you conjugate in Sylvan again? Oh yeah. Oh, they put the verbs at the end. That's really that always throws me. Yeah.
Yes, and possibly it's just that it's like everything that speaks a different. They speak it with a bit of a croaking voice as well. So it's just like, well, you hear it as "Welcome to Downfall, travelers," and the rest of you don't understand that, obviously. But you've got Willa and Wenna in the back of the boat as well, paddling along, and they go, "Oh, hello. Hail and well met, my brave and majestic bullywugs. How are you this fine day on the lake? Our companions here only speak common, I think. So perhaps if you would be so kind as to converse in that language, then I'm sure we should all get on just fine." Well, of course, yes, we can all speak in common. Yes, well, welcome to Downfall, travelers.
Oh, thank you,
Hello.
and well met. Welcome.
To us.
What's
our group
a
called?
privilege? I think we skipped the group naming part for the time being.
Oh yes, no, you haven't come up with that yet, have you? Wow.
Group name pending.
And where are you taking these fine people? Where Willa speaks up. Well, we want to go see Bavlorna actually. Thought we'd take them there. Been a bit of a ruckus with old Agdon. Oh, Agdon! What's They all look at each other. There's lots of excited sort of croaking and trouble with Agdon, you say? Oh, it sounds like gossip. Tell us, what is it? We love a bit of gossip. Who's going to tell us? Willa and Wenna sort of they don't say anything.
I whip out my lute and begin my 3-hour ballad of what happened to Agdon. And the story starts in Witchlight Carnival as I arrive with 2 strangers, and marvelously I get a free ticket. Surely because I'm a famous bard. I'm just gonna keep going on. I mean, if they want to hear for 3 hours, they are more than welcome to hear for 3 hours. Like this is me telling the tale of what happened to Agdon, though.
Wow. Okay. What are the rest of you doing? You're kind of sitting, kind of paddling in the boat. Well, they are in the boats, and they're all kind of just like holding water here. Zygin's gone off on one. He started from the arrival at the Witchlight Carnival, and so far he's probably in the first 5 minutes got through the ticket booth. The description. I'm assuming this is a very accurate but tuneful description of everything that's happened. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, and I actually get my my hand drum out now and kind of lay down a little beat.
Okay.
The style of a sea shanty.
I like the sound of that. Okay. What are you other guys doing?
I'm just going to keep up that I'm going to support. As soon as he lays down a sick beat, I'm going to then ruffle his hair with Druidcraft from across the boats. Yeah.
Right.
Just going to be across the water, and I'm going to add to his performance. Just Probably for no reason whatsoever. It's just a thing that I'm going to be doing now.
Okay,
And,
so
I
every
just
time
started
he...
crying.
Yes. Right.
I think the whole thing now is sticking to the tone, and I'm just crying.
Oh my god. Right, okay. The, the bullywugs look
A bunch of weirdos.
completely confused. They look at Willa and Wenna as if like, what? And Willa and Wenna are just looking at you guys like, what the hell is going on here? What? Singing and
These guys
everybody...
can't act on them.
Actually, who's in which boat? Just
Well,
tell me.
I gave them the option, didn't I? So
Okay, so
they
Willa
chose.
has got Zygin. You're at the front of the boat, Zygin, naturally. And you've got Kidlat and Jezal in that boat, and then Borges and Yukito are in the other boat. Just kind of weight distribution, really.
Yes. Yeah, it's kid. That's
Willa-
just so
Willa-
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, Willa leans forward to Kidlat, who just goes, what's going on?
He's singing.
It's beautiful.
I know, but why? And why is Giselle crying?
Just listen.
She's kind of just sitting there paddling the boat, just going, and the bullywugs are now just looking a bit awkward actually, and they go, they can't leave because it'd be very impolite to leave at this point.
Then Borges tried to steal the cane. But he then got caught out.
Trying harder, like I'm howling almost with the music.
That's so good.
Okay.
Maybe I'll offer in Sylvan. I'll offer halfway through the performance. It was a pleasure to hear the Sylvan tongue once more, as this language that I haven't heard for a long time.
Sure.
So one of the boats with two Herringon in. Well, I appear to have lost a Herringon somewhere.
Herringon?
Sorry, not Herringon, a bullywug.
Yeah.
Kind of, they paddle round to your boat. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
And he says in Sylvan, he goes, what? What's going on? Because we really have to go, but I feel like it'd be rude to leave in the middle of this performance. I mean, undoubtedly he has a lovely voice, but what is he going on about?
Yeah, you've read that correctly. It would be extremely rude to leave. We are brave adventurers, as he's recapping in great verse.
I entered the big top, proud and true.
Yeah. We've been on
Singing merrily, dressed in blue.
a long and dangerous adventure, and
Sent out fireworks to lighten their days. Thunderclap! I'm here to stay.
Be granted a audience with Bavlorna so that we can share
Zygin the Mighty,
our
most famous
incredible
bard.
tales of woe and heroism. As you can probably tell from this performance, she will certainly love it.
Well, yes, this is all still in Sylvan, so
Yeah.
they are trying to talk they're trying to be quite respectful, okay? I mean, undoubtedly.
And then the plan was split in two.
But
With Zygin and a little room.
the king might enjoy this as well. Does this bard, does he make songs up about anybody and everything, perhaps?
Only those
These songs are all about me.
valiant and brave, but also
Sometimes my friends, this
more like
company.
the B-side. But what exactly is your purpose here as the Bullywog? I'm not quite sure how you fit in here. Are you some kind of toll thing going on, or?
What? Oh, no,
I'll skip ahead to the best
we're
part.
just enjoying a day on the lake.
Borges
Borges
thought it was a fart.
Borges starts going red. Covers up.
We get a bit distracted. What was that?
I thought it was a fart, but it's not. Well, Mr. Bullywog, you're very, very nice. I would like to offer you. I think I have one. I have one leaf left on a clover here. I'm trying to sell this early toothpaste recipe, and I give it to the Bullywog. I know how things. I've kind of figured out how things work out in the Fey now.
He holds out one of his, sticky, wed hands and takes it and goes. I must admit, do excuse me. We've forgotten our manners. You're quite distinctive, and I'm afraid. My name is Hourglass. Hourglass, the croaking sage. What might your name be?
Oh, my name is Borges, and these are my friends. And then I turn and open. I say, and these are my friends in common tongue, and then I open my arm to then introduce themselves.
I stopped playing, and
Sigh. Oh.
I go.
Well, it's been lovely listening to you. But visit the king, won't you? They're starting kind of backpedaling as soon as you stop singing. Yes, well, marvellous. Well, we must get on.
Zygin the Bard, in case you're wondering.
Zygin, well, lovely, yes. Hourglass, look me up later.
What was the name of the king again?
The king? King Gollop.
How does Gollop?
19th. No, yes, King Gollop the 19th, I think it is. It does change rather frequently. Yes.
We were actually on our way to Bavlorna. Does King Gollop and Bavlorna, do they get on or not?
Well, yes, I mean, obviously Gollop was extremely important to the whole running of this fine realm of Hither. But we like to serve Bavlorna and to keep her happy and do her bidding. Yes, but naturally we are all extremely important in our own rights. Yes, we do serve our monarch. As we said, our monarchs do change quite frequently. Willa leans into you. Kidlat goes, yeah, like really frequently. Always bumping off each other.
That's fine.
That was very quietly said. But anyway, it was a lovely song. Zygin, was it?
Yes, Zygin. Yeah, thank you very much.
Still, it's a little bit high pitched for us.
Oh, let me try a different. The 19th Kings invited me to sing along with my company.
I give a gesture of just go.
We paddle on with our new
What
friend.
happens is that the slight current, they're just letting the boats just drift back into the mist.
I sing louder. It's misty here, we can't see you.
Mist slowly envelops them as they kind of paddle away. And you hear like, cheer, oh yes, lovely, right. And then sound of oars splashing, paddling a little bit harder and faster, reaches your ears.
I turn around to Giselle and I'm like, they probably just can't understand common too well.
Over here,
Okay.
I go, yeah, that's definitely.
Okay, right. Well, we have got to a point where you are about to enter the lake that encompasses many of the dwellings of Downfall. It's what is it, 20 past 10? Should we call it a day? I don't want to rush you into the next bit.
Yeah, no, it'll be good to start the next session there. Yeah.
Okay. Well done. It was a less intense session tonight, but lots of retrospection, and you avoided another fight, which was
Yeah, that's what we do.
Avoided death again.
Yeah.
and a lot to explore in Downfall, big area, lots of things to do. So, next time maybe you will have an audience with Bavlorna. All right, guys. Very good.
Alrighty.
Stop the recording as well. Okay, guys, take. The Artificers cast are George, who plays Borges, a Furbolg druid; Stefan, who plays Jazal, a Harengon monk; Nicole, who plays Kidlat, a Tabaxi rogue; Rupert, who plays Rukito, a dwarven fighter; Cam, who plays Zygin, and Asimar Bard. And finally, there's me, Hamish, the DM, who just tries to make sense of whatever the hell they get up to. In our games, we use Sirenscape for all the sounds, we use Roll20 for the VTT, we use D&D Beyond for the character sheets, source books, adventures, and we use Beyond 20 to stitch D&D Beyond to Roll20. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. We'll catch you next time. See you then.